चलिए गाइस फाइनली अब हमारी स्टोरी कंटिन्यू की जाए।
Fearless.
कर्व का लेवल तो है भाई। आखिरी बॉस कितने मक्खन में निकाला है इसने, फट फट फट
Oh,
खाता।
you're back. How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
War is always on.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either.
Yes, इसीलिए।
In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been
Why
working
not?
a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
बात में तो
Great. Thanks, you two.
चलो चले।
Merciless.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though. You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a
Facing
peep from the
anything out
enemy.
of the ordinary.
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Suspicious
Well,
though।
the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Yeah, let's go।
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet? Um, I wasn't. I'm so
What does it mean?
nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero? That could be
इससे ज़्यादा ही
a
फन-
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad
worries.
impression
It's
can
all
stick
right,
for
man.
life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax!
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
Ah, nice.
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so
Great
please,
challenge.
great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
अरे भाई.
Ugh. Again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
Woohoo!
Let's go. Actually मैं लड़ूंगा ऐसे हो जाएगा बस. ये क्या था?
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great
Hello
the
guys,
gulf
तो
was
लोगों का
between
स्वागत
us.
है लाइव स्ट्रीम में. Welcome to you guys. You can
I'll be
comment
bragging
anything you
about the
like,
day I
guys.
got
It
to
is
spar
free
with
of
two
course.
Miney
No
for the
worries.
rest of my
We are
life.
here for you.
Today's really my
We are
lucky
here to
day.
listen to you.
Ugh. Paimon
फिलहाल
can't
हमने
keep up
just
with you.
we just
Your
finished
tone
the
has
Imagine
changed all
Alien
over
Theater
again.
in
Now
just
you've
a
had a
previous
spar with the
stream 1 hour
Traveler.
ago.
What gives?
So you can see if you want to
Well,
see it.
Some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring.
Okay,
And now
so
that I've had a
Imagine
bout
Alien
with the
Theater
hero,
देखने गए.
we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
चलो फिर चलते हैं.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Siglali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh,
बाद में मिलते हैं.
so even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the
Let's go.
initiative and drive the
Take the
Abyss Order
chief.
out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather in war. Adequate planning and preparation is the key.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs. Oh? Sure, what is it? Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them?
हेलो भाई जो भी
Now
आया
that's a
देखने
strange
स्वागत है
one.
आपका लाइव स्ट्रीम पे
I guess they could
स्टोरी
be
चल रही है अभी हमारी
manifestations of a disturbed psyche, or extreme negativity embodied in physical form. It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really
Sure.
think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Whew, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old!
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
वो jealous है भाई
Maybe the point is more that it
देख
requires
इसका
direct
चेहरा
physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think
It's
she's
hard
a
to know what
spy?
to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Yes, most definitely.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll show up soon.
Let's...
Where are they?
Well guys, if you are wondering about my build, so as you can see 224, but weapon increase 30%, so it's 264, तो crit damage है 264 और crit rate है 55, जो बेसिकली 10 से बढ़ने वाली है अभी, क्योंकि हम एक आर्टिफैक्ट इस वाले को रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं रेट वाले के साथ। बाकी हमारे ओवरऑल आर्टिफैक्ट्स काफ़ी अच्छे हैं, तो उन्हें बदलने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। तो 65 पे 265 हो जाएगा वो, जो कि ऑलमोस्ट एवरी टाइम क्रिट हो जाएगा, और ये ट्रिपल क्राउन। ओके, जस्ट लाइक मवी का परफेक्ट बिल्ड।
will still be here, right? Oh, it's so quiet, though. Uh-oh. What if Yan-san was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
हो भी सकता है.
Traveler, watch out!
किससे watch out? Oh, nice one. क्या सीन बनाया है इन्होंने भाई.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
कोई बात नहीं.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Oh, that's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. He already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
जरूर जरूर.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
Travel it. Oh.
You can really pack it away, Deirdre. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah,
That's right.
and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often,
my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real? But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
बात तो सही.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
Yes.
I really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my
Hey.
journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond Star.
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
सही है.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
This was one episode of we can be afford
Hold
to
on.
trust
Shh.
around.
It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Can you see them now?
हर बार सेम कुत्ते की बात. मैं ये सोच रहा था जियो ट्रैवलर कैसे हो गया. वाओ.
Paimon still can't see anything. But
Bring it! Another star goes out! Fearless. Let's ride! Light of the blazing sun! Fulfill our pact! Let's ride! Pyroclastic surge!
It's over.
huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
Yes, easy.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, dear? Deirdre? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, traveler?
चलो रुकते हैं.
Alright. Deardith will be... Huh? Deardith? Why are you going in alone?
हम कहाँ? ओ लूमी किससे बात कर रही है? असर क्यों दिख रहा है?
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
Oh, Doomsday.
A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed.
Just like Black Friday.
And the birth of a savior.
सपना खत्म.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse.
Okay.
So sorry.
सपना तेरी वजह से आया. कोई बात.
Oh, is that right? Huh. You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it? Ugh. No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Well, Deardith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deardith.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mika.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Archon. Pyro.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're... running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters. You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deerdet? Or the monsters themselves? Well, might as well mow these ones.
Okay. ठीक है बस
Woohoo! All done. Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run.
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
as baffled as you are.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deerdet.
See ya, and please take.
Let's go.
Hey, Eon-san, we're back. We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
नहीं.
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
ऐसे बोल.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start.
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated. I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly, they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up. Dainsleif!
Finally, story में कुछ interesting आया. Wait for Dainsleif to show up.
Full throttle!
Let's show you the unlimited flight I can get at Natlan. This is how I can fly unlimited time in Natlan. अब we can switch time again.
Let's run!
It's been a while, Dane.
अरे इसकी भी dubbing
And,
हटा
yeah,
दी यार.
after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in...
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as your...
I need to thank me. I hunt Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Eon-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Eon-san! Hey, Dane! Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend! Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
No idea. Never before I've seen a disorder take action on so large a scale. Taken at face value, it seems like highly illogical to go Netlanians. It's an order stacked familiar against them. It surely cannot depend on them.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
In the case of given time, capture and aggregate several episode members. Yet still I'm none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I had a bad feeling about this. The episode is wasting a lot of forces attacking on Netland, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value.
What do you
of
think we
them.
should do?
Secret thoughts, writing, villain, secret and episode. Okay.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right? Wow! Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane. Well, actually, we found his sister's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. She must have lost it. Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see.
Ah, yes.
And then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably his sister. Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane? Wait, wasn't his sister called the Princess, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
क्या बात है
Oh, sounds like the people of Conria really believed in her.
कितनी शांति भाई बिना डबिंग के क्या फायदा
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation. Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
wait till 8 to 10 following day. 8 ही तो है, अगले दिन यार।
Exploration and trials.
Is that Dane and Neon-san discussing strategy together?
हो सकता है।
Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location?
Nice.
The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your sister there too.
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
Yes.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif.
Yeah.
I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Or give him.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right.
Dainsleif
I
अकेला
support
है
your
यार।
decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong
निकल ही
enough
नहीं
to
रहा,
take on the
निकाल के
Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Allow me to join Dainsleif.
For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Finally, full action. Dainsleif और हम दो हैं।
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan? It's been and if you get to meet your
Let's go. एक second. Dainsleif? हम उस पर स्विच नहीं कर सकते, बस उसकी मदद ले सकते हैं।
Show no mercy!
क्या करेगा ये? ओहो।
Paradigm shift!
कहाँ जाना है?
Rev the engine! Fulfill our pact! Bring it! Let's ride! Wrath from the sky! Try and stop me!
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the archon. No one's backing down.
Incoming! Get to work! Bring it! Burn it down!
चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं।
This is getting interesting. Another star goes out!
हेलो
Letting grave names echo! Let's ride! Light of the blazing sun!
आवाज नहीं आ रही। होने में तो सीधा ही होगा और किसका ही कौन भी कर रहा है डायरेक्ट है।
Relentless specter that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it, vain.
हेलो हाँ भैया
Show no
भैया
mercy!
ओ टंकी वाले घर पे आ जाओ लास्ट वाले। अच्छा ठीक है। ओए बाहर जा रहे। ओए ओटीपी बता दियो जा। वो आ गया मेरा भाई बाहर आ रहा है बता।
Wrath from the sky! Rev the engine!
वो बता देगा उसके पास है ओटीपी यार।
Incinerate! All right.
वाह करता हूँ बस। अब कहाँ जाना है आगे? Okay, another
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this
Yes, it's really what we want.
So, where's the Traveler's sister then? Or...
so? This is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy.
Ah, gusto de la
But
rara.
today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak? Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally...
What is this creature?
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? She used the Loom of Fate?
Why?
Wait,
Munch.
does this mean the
Munch,
attack on the
munch.
Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give her some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now,
Yeah.
our homeland has been revived.
Yeah, you.
And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they
Archon
shall
said this
forget
will be
the
Gita
struggles that
to-
have beset them these past 500 years,
Yeah.
and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
Hey, कर दे. ले.
Right! Yes, plus, if it was really so easy, well,
और
we
ये
and the
अभी
captain
हुआ है
would
वो
have had a
तब
way
होना है
easier
5G
time during the war.
बाद में कब करेगा ऑर्डर आते करनी पड़ती है कंप्लेन तो पैसे चाहिए.
Oh, you poor fools, clinging to delusions even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
मैं डाला ही नहीं तो क्या पता डाल के देखूं चल जाए.
I sense something strange in my dream.
Oh,
Hard to say. It's like...
थिंकिंग गाइस थिंकिंग. बिना डबिंग के कुछ हम तो पानी दे मतलब क्या है. चलो इसको पीट देते हैं. हाइड्रो कैरेक्टर बनने के लिए.
Get to work! Light up the blazing sun! Try and stop...
One shot.
My body is failing me.
that should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look...
अरे फोन तो यहीं रख नेटवर्क चला जाएगा मेरा. ओह ओके काफी डेंजरस अटैक. ये जिंदा है.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Wow.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy.
ये भी immortal है. Speak of yourselves. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Oh.
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone. All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on. Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but she was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within her had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at her choice to leave. Still, I believe that everything she's doing now, including her regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in her heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods. Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded. Even if mine was without my history, I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Conria we once called. You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our...
Golden
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not. I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line we think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Conria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Conria from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundance of... And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be... Indeed. What a shame. Precisely. For you possess a... Of course, we had to obtain...
जा रहे हैं उसी दिन छोड़ के, वैसे भी मार तो सकते हैं। ये थोड़ी मैंने पिछले अटैक में हीलिंग वाली प्रॉब्लम बंदे का मजा ही नहीं लेता, आके मर गया बेचारा।
All right.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
Let's see. Are you okay? The hell?
We're not from the same world. Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait, we can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can. I'll carry on looking for her. Although I've already found my Savior. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, so is there anything you can... That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching. Huh?
एक स्पेसशिप की तो नहीं देखते हैं। अपनी बहन क्या हुआ? ना लूमिन की डब्बी है ना ईथर की डब्बी है, पूरा अनअट्रैक्टिव फॉर्म बन चुका है ये वाला सी। कुछ मजा नहीं आ रहा है इसे पढ़ने में। Oh. इसने दे दी चाबी, हमने नहीं दी। बात तो बराबर। I don't know why, but you are here. That sounds like you at all. All through your What is the plan with us? All along, it's only everything now. We will begin at the end of our journey. क्या लग रहा है इसके साथ हमारा आर्कन क्वेस्ट खत्म हुआ।
Our hero is back. The Abyss Order.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just... Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared. Right back in the same spot.
फिर पी लिया इसने नशेड़ी गई।
I think I got...
Huh? You met your sister? And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away?
What your sister... But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually
क्या
chose to
खोल के
allow
डालनी
it.
पड़ेगी फोटो?
The Lord of the Night, during the war with the Abyss, Mawika believed so. The Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with... She saw your sister
Preserve and...
with that in mind. However...
An additional can...
No idea.
Huh.
All right, well, I trust the Lord of... Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
तो तेरे फोन से भी ले रहा है लेकिन फोटो।
Ian-san, this might be hard.
Traveler?
अभी भी थोड़ा सा बच रहा है।
Let's ride! Try and stop me!
हाँ, इस गुफा पे क्या लेना है? कम बुलान। डेन आएगा क्या बात कर? मिस कर रहा था बेचारा उसको, स्लीप ड्राउन रोते रोते सो गया बेचारा। Finally, Chapter 5 Act 6 completed. Alright guys, इस अपडेट का भी माल मटीरियल खत्म। अब हमारे पास फिर से कुछ नहीं बचा है करने के लिए। अब हम बस वेदरिंग वेव्स खेलेंगे क्योंकि गेंशन में कुछ है ही नहीं करने के लिए। क्या करें? सात, 8 and 9 अभी भी कम ही पड़ेगा। No, not gonna do. Alright guys,
Instead
bye
of
bye.
confining
फिर
themselves to the heavens, God